Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. It is the last day of July, July 31st. And we are rounding out this month hot and humid. So this serves as a reminder. Today is going to be a really hot day, near 90 degrees in some areas. And that means that we need to take our precautions with our pets. So take them outside for a walk early in the morning or late in the evening. Just leave them inside to enjoy the AC, because temperatures, if they reach near 90 or even the low 90s for air temperature, asphalt gets to 140 degrees, concrete 125, even grassy shaded surfaces 90 degrees. And that is not good for your pet's paws. It burns them really easily. So conditions like this, not ideal for your pets to be wandering around right in prime time, daytime heating mid-afternoon. Here's what's happening. Big ridge in the upper levels of the atmosphere. The jet stream has us with this heat and the humidity, but this ridge is also ideal to help continue to pump in those smoke particulates, which is unfortunate because we don't really like that. It's not great to have a lot of those smoke particulates in the air. Some people are sensitive to that, and it can make them more irritated in their allergens and things like that. So unfortunately, though, that's the setup for us today and over the next coming days. Smoke levels right now higher across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes at medium levels. And with that pattern and the setup in place, it's going to stay this way today. So that means hazy skies. The heat, the big heat dome, especially, we're on the cusp of it right now. A lot of those 90s in the northern plains, down into the southern central plains over 100 degrees. We across the Great Lakes will generally be in those upper 80s. However, some spots will be reaching 90 degrees, especially in the interior west. So here's a preview of that. Mid to upper 80s in interior areas, around 90 degrees along the Wisconsin state line in the interior west, lower 80s along the shorelines of the Great Lakes for this afternoon. And then we'll have similar temperatures tomorrow and again on Friday, as well as Saturday, before we start to see a break from the heat arrive. This morning, it is a quiet one over downtown Marquette. Some areas are still starting off with some cloud cover and some patchy fog. There's been this cluster of showers that has been kind of working right along US 2 here for the past couple of hours overnight, and that's been fizzling out as it's been moving over northern Lake Michigan. So that's going to continue to push through the northern lower. Otherwise, today is going to be a dry day with humid conditions. Our winds will have more of an onshore wind flow today, so coming in off of Lake Superior, coming in off of Lake Michigan, light as well as variable. As we look towards tomorrow, we will bump up the cloud cover. There is a disturbance south of the UP that will start to bring in some thunder showers tomorrow afternoon along the Wisconsin state line. It won't be widespread, but if you're in those areas, that's where you could potentially see some of those thunderstorms, and you'll have to plan accordingly. And then, as I mentioned, Saturday into Sunday, a frontal boundary comes in. It'll bring in some evening thunderstorms, and behind that front, we'll see a drop to more seasonal ranges for the end of the weekend.
And still ahead in sports, we're learning more about Michigan Tech University's new football coaching staff.